Hey folks, welcome back to Hot Tub Beer Review. Tonight, we're going to visit our friends up in Deschutes, out of Bend, Oregon. We're going to have their Fresh Haze IPA. Stick around.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give your unprofessional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Back to do that once again. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking today?
Deschutes Fresh Haze IPA. Sounds good. Let's drink.
All right.
It's another one you picked up, right, Ben?
It is. We had the influx of Deschutes in our area. And I think as we talked about in the last one, or maybe with Martin House, you never know how long we're going to have something here. So I got a bunch of different kinds for us to try. So we got this. We've had another one already, and we've got the porter coming up, which incidentally I have on draft now. So,
Voila.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. I just love that logo.
Yeah,
Smash.
it's definitely a neat one.
Fresh Haze. I got to make sure because I wrote this on the same page as Fresh Squeezed IPA.
Oh, Lord.
And so I'm going off my notes. I did them at the same time. Come on, man. Fresh Haze IPA. Hazy IPA, as it says, 6.5% ABV and 45 IBUs. Let's make sure the can says that as well. Yes, 6.5. It's a hazy twist on the original main squeeze. It's orange and tropical notes with hazy malt body. The hops it uses are Amarillo, Cashmere, Mandarina Bavaria, and Bravo. It's a fun hop, Bravo. And the malts are two-row, crystal wheat, and flaked oats. That's it for the beer.
I was about to say, that's all you have for the beer, isn't it?
That's about it. Deschutes Brewery, again, we did that not too long ago for the fresh squeezed IPA out of Bend, Oregon. Founded, it's kind of technically an old school craft, founded in 1988. It's a regional brewery named after the Deschutes River. And it was opened by a man named Gary Fish. And as I explained in the other one, he was a restaurant manager. Father worked in the wineries in Napa and Sonoma. And so he said, let's try it with craft beer. After being in San Francisco and trying it, and he's like, that's going to be the next big thing. Just like fine wine was. So he learned from a small brew pub and kind of worked his way up from there.
You know, it really mirrors the conversation that we had before starting the show. Beer review on YouTube is going to be the next big thing. So here we are, right?
I think we were late to the game. What to say? He got a second brew pub in Portland in 2008, and in 21 opened the East Coast production facility in Roanoke, Virginia. Deschutes is Franche, meaning the falls. And yes, it was originally named, I explained, I like this bit. The Native American name for the river, wasn't Deschutes. It was Tawarnehooks, maybe. and it was renamed after Lewis and Clark went through the area to the Clark's River, excuse me. And then it was Riviera des Chutes, or River of the Falls. So now it's just Deschutes. Bend,
right.
Oregon is literally on the bend of a river, and it's a big lumber town up there. That's what it was. It's claim to fame.
But like the previous one, we don't know. You know, this one says Bend, Oregon. It came from Mississippi, Bend, where you found it when they came through.
Yep.
So likely this came from the Carolina distribution would be my guess. But it doesn't say on the can. It does say freshest within 4 months, which we're just a little bit beyond that, but not too bad. I think this is held together nicely.
All right. Has anybody had this one before, other than me?
Andrew is.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
Where'd you get it?
It's a popular brewery that's been around a long time.
But I forgot only beer, I
can't
beer
have
that only
it?
I've had.
Why? I'm not allowed to have had this beer? Let me
Why
look
did
back.
you drink it, Ben?
That I hadn't had. I couldn't get.
I got it
Same
drank it
reason
in
Andy
October
drank
of 22.
Yeah, a long time
22.
ago.
Wow. I mean,
I don't know where I could have gotten it.
you don't ever leave the attic, so
You didn't put the location?
I drank it at home, but I didn't see you. I didn't write where I purchased it. Did
All right.
I wonder if that was a grab. Is it Deschutes there in northern Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it was just a single I picked up from our time and doing the brewery.
Well, it would have been in 22.
yeah, that was 23.
It could. No, it could have been.
was
22, we could have gotten it at Hop City.
That's what I'm saying. I wondered if I picked up as the same.
Either that or I could have brought it and dropped it off at you.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Jay.
You're welcome, Ben.
So have you had this one, Jay?
I've given you some things. I probably had this one before, but I don't know. But I'm happy to go first, man. If that's
That's the only reason I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what he's going for.
Yeah, I don't really care if you've had it or not. I don't want to go.
You know, I think it's a great beer, even being 4, 5, 7 months old. Not quite that old, maybe 6.5. But you do get that tropical, that orange comes through. I love the hazy flavor. It's easy drinking to me. I like a lot of Deschutes, and I love the logo. I mean, that's just so cool with that press against the hop. So this is an 8 for me. It's one I definitely would love to drink more of, and I just forget about them. I mean, they are in North Alabama, and we just have so many different things to choose from. You guys know how it is. You get overwhelmed, and I'll go to the bottle shop and I'll pick out
we don't know how it is.
A dozen single beers that I've never had before.
I don't know that feeling.
Such a jerk.
Well, Ben, you've got more of a bottle shop than I do. I don't have a bottle shop.
This is true. But it's it's funny because I was thinking earlier today because I was out and about and I was like, I'm so tired of all the beer that we have here that I've had over and over again because in the same vein we don't just get that much variety. There'll be a handful every few months that I haven't had, and you get those and you try them, and then it's just like.
See, that's what I love about
jealous.
ours. I mean, they're constantly changing things out. You go in there every week or 2 weeks, and the new counter has completely new breweries, completely new beers from breweries that they have. So,
there used to be a new counter or a new spot right in the front of the store. I think they've gotten rid of that now. I don't remember seeing it the last couple of times I've been in there, at least marked that way. But yeah, no, that's why when I see new stuff and I can
grab it.
buy it for the show, then that's why I do it. So I'll jump in and go next. You said the words that I was going to use, and that's easy drinking. This one, is the haze on this one is nice. It is so easy to drink. It reminds me almost, not exactly in flavor, but just kind of to me it's a lot of orange. Not overpowering, but that's the predominant flavor that I get. It reminds me of drinking a screwdriver, in somewhat. Not because you get the vodka taste or anything, but just the way the orange is in there and mixed with an alcohol flavor. That's what it reminds me of. So if that is that's the best way I can describe it. But for the haze, I mean, it's a really good beer. I like it. Like I said, it's very easy to drink. It's a 7.5 for me.
Yeah, the bitter's not there.
No, there's no bitter at all. Andy,
Like, you get the orange, you don't get the orange peel. It's really good. It's very juicy, and that plays into what you said, Jay. Very easy to drink. I usually during the reviews don't drink so much so fast, so just slow down for the final.
yeah, we all do. I mean, it's super.
Yeah.
easy to drink.
Yeah, it feels lighter than the 6.5. With all those malts, all those hops, it's a good balance. I'm going to give it an 8. Good stuff.
I think it's in that crushable category.
Yeah.
It could be deceptive at that 6.5. And it reminds me of things that, who is it? I guess it's, is it Founders or Bells that does the all day, that kind of session. This would be in that type of category. But at 6.5, it could sneak up on you if you had 5-6 of these.
Yeah, you could have several of these out at the beach on a day. It'd be great.
It's a good one. Thank you, Ben.
Beach beer would be great. Sure. That is going to be a 7.8 for the Fresh Haze IPA from Deschutes out of Bend, Oregon. Definitely a very drinkable beer. And one, if you've had, let us know what you think about it down in the comments down below. We definitely appreciate that. You can also drop by our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It is a chat room, and let us know what you think about this or any other beers that you're having. We'd love to have you there. We've got other links down below for our social media sites. We've got links for Hopped Up Beer Review merch, and I'd rather be watching Hopped Up Beer Review. And we've got links for some glassware that we show off on the show from time to time, as well as some of the hardware software we use to produce the show. So check out all that great information down below. We've put Andy's home address on there, so you can go check out Attic Tours. Special going 2 for 1 right now if you mention the code.
Yeah, I think it's 303 Fraternity Avenue, University of Mississippi.
2 first.
Mention 2 first, and you get a 2 for 1 on your entry into the Attic Tour. For Andy, Inside Attic, and Jay, I am Ben. Appreciate you watching. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.